Hello and welcome back to Speed Freak Garage, home of power sports on YouTube. Today we are going to quickly walk you through something that I have to warn you. Number one, you could blow your engine into 100 pieces. And number two, the Open Flash guy who tuned my car, Shiv, specifically said, do not do that. That is stupid. But I got sick of seeing my check engine light come on because it's really cold right now. And my wastegate has been complete shit from the very first day that I bought it. It's just, you know, it's just how it is. So in the summer I boost to about 11.5 psi, and in the winter I boost to 13 and above, and that's not good. But anyway, so the check engine light P0108, which is your manifold pressure, it's basically saying you're either under pressure or over pressure because it's receiving a voltage signal from the sensor that is incorrect. And it is programmed specifically by Shiv and Open Flash or Ecutech or whoever program your shit. I guess somebody for Open Flash, right? Ecutech's a bunch of douches who lock their tunes, so never mind about fixing that. But anyway, if you have an Open Flash tablet, we can fix it. So basically, the car has been programmed to shut itself down if it gets too much boost so you don't blow a piston out your block. But for people like me who have plans of an LS swap in the future, I really don't care. So we're going to go to our ROM Raider ECU editor, and I'm not showing you how to use ROM Raider, I'm not showing you how to install it, I'm not showing you how to use Open Flash Manager, which you need to swap the tunes. If you don't know how to do all that stuff already, you shouldn't be fucking with your engine at all. So you're going to open the tune, and in this case you'll see I have self-tuning files where I've tried all different kinds of things. So I'm going to go to the file that Shiv sent me, my final. It took 7 tries. So my 7th tune, I'll show you 2 things that he did to make sure the car shuts down on boosting. It's not just the check engine light. He also has a backup. So the very first thing you do is you go over to your manifold pressure sensor. You can look at your scaling. You have 9 psi per volt, offset, blah blah blah. You can do the math and try to set it at 14 psi if you want, but I don't really give a shit. So what he did is he put the high input check engine light at 2.85 volts, which is about 13 psi. So when you hit, or it could have been 12.5. It's been a while since I actually had this old tune. I fixed it a while ago. So when you hit 12.5 or 13 psi, bam, you get a check engine code, you go into limp mode, you start using twice as much gas as normal, and you pretty much got to pull over and cycle your key 5 times to get the car back to running correctly, and it's a pain in the dick. Like, I was balling down, let's say the racetrack, and a fucking Cobalt SS comes up next to me and gets all fucking revving his engine and shit, and so I drop shift from 6th to 4th and just put my foot down, and I start pulling on him, bam, check engine light. I got beat by a Cobalt SS because of this. So you know what you do? You put it at 5 volts. So you just click in the cell, enter 5, hit enter on your keyboard. 5 volts. Now, 5 volts is basically impossible for that sensor to send to the engine. So you will never ever get this check engine light again. However, Open Flash did something very intelligent to protect themselves, and they messed with your fuel table, so if you overboost, your fuel will dump. You'll get like a ridiculous amount of fuel, and it'll shut the engine down that way. So if we go, so you can see right here, pretty sure this is the right table. What he did is at engine load 2.71 at 2600 RPM and above, he just dumps fuel. I mean, 9 AFR, your engine won't run on 9 AFR. I mean, technically 11.5 is even too low, but it's a safe tune, it's not a race car tune. So what you have to do is you have to go and fix this, because even if you change this number here, when you start boosting, so like let's say this is about 12 psi right here. You go 12 point, so it's actually going this way. It's more complicated than it looks, but you know, say 12, 12.5, you hit 13 psi, and your computer is programmed to dump fuel and choke the engine. So you have to go back and just fix it. Now, there's also some other spots in here where he kind of chokes my engine out here and here, and I mean, this is very dangerous. You could literally just detonate your engine like this. But I mean, some of us, either we don't give a shit, or we at least have enough intelligence to, you know, carefully mess with these numbers. So after you fix this two stuff, you know, you hit file, save. I don't want to save it because this is his original file. But anyway, so if we open the one that I did, so self-tuning 07B, it took 2 tries to get it to work right. And now the car, I mean, I'll put my foot down, 5th gear, maximum RPM, 13.2 or 3 PSI, just balling fast. I mean, God, the car is so fast in the winter. Try this again. There, see? So mine is already set at 5 volts, and then my fueling loop is so oddly different color, but it you know, you can see once you fix the that fuel dump issue over here, then you can rescale your colors, and so you get a much more realistic color scale. Now eventually my goal is to be running the engine at 12 AFR, but that's risky. I mean, maybe after I have an LS3 sitting on my garage floor, I'll start really leaning these out and see what kind of power I can get. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Again, this is Speed Freak Garage, home of power sports on YouTube. Please subscribe, drop a comment, and I will see you guys next time.
Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car.